Do I meet the FMLA 1250 hours service requirement? If you're wondering whether you qualify for family and medical leave under the Family and Medical Leave Act, one key thing to check is your work hours over the past year. The law requires you to have worked at least 1,250 hours during the 12 months before your leave starts. Now, these hours are only the actual hours you worked for your employer. Paid time off like vacation, sick leave, or personal days do not count toward this total. Unpaid leave also doesn't count unless it's specifically protected under certain exceptions. To meet this requirement, you need to review your work records carefully. Add up all the hours you actually worked during the last 12 months. Remember, only hours where you performed work for which you were paid or entitled to be paid count. If you took any leave, whether paid or unpaid, those hours are not included in the total. For example, if you took a week off on unpaid leave, those hours do not count toward the 1,250 hours needed. There are some exceptions, especially for military service members. If you are returning from military duty, hours that would have been worked but for your service might be counted. Also, the 12 months used for this calculation are the immediate 12 months before your leave begins. Another important factor is your employer size. You need to work for an employer with at least 50 employees within a 75-mile radius. If your employer is smaller or outside that radius, you might not be eligible under FMLA. So, to figure out if you meet the hours requirement, check your work logs for the past year. Make sure to exclude any leave time that does not count as hours worked. Confirm your employer has enough employees and that you have been employed for at least 12 months. If all these conditions are met, you are likely eligible for up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave with job protection under the Family and Medical Leave Act. In short, meeting the 1,250 hours service requirement means you have worked enough actual hours for your employer in the last year. This is a way to ensure only employees with a solid work history qualify for this important leave. Always double-check your records and employer size to be sure. If you meet these criteria, you can take advantage of the leave protections the law provides.